Then okay, now I wanted to bring up one thing that I hadn't. This was on my short list, and I did want to bring up
Okay.
that um in my short list I have Jane Austen, um all things that are adaptations of Jane Austen, including things like Clueless, are
Yeah.
fabulous. It Jane Austen is so adaptable to film, and and her characters are just so, there's a realism, but then this little like hyper realism basically that goes with film of, a little bit bigger than real life, but basically real life. And and then also there, it can be so pretty, right? Because if you do it in the era, that's some really cute clothes.
I
And
love a costume drama.
yeah. And but then even with something like Clueless, then they played with the really fun clothes. They just made it from the time. And I just think if Jane Austen had existed, had lived in this time, I think she maybe would have been a filmmaker. I think
Oh,
that she would have thought that was a really fun way to dramatize these things she's talking about.
do you have how many movies are on that list? Because if you had five, that could be a good future
Oh, the
episode.
whole, yeah, it's all of them. So yeah, I could do a whole Jane Austen thing with you.
Would you like to come back and maybe do a Jane Austen Film
Yeah,
Festival
yeah,
episode?
yeah. And we'll include Clueless for sure for comparison, but yes, exactly. Um,
I will tell you, I give the thumbs up to doing Clueless.
yeah.
However, back in the day when you only had a limited number of VHS tapes, and that's what you were stuck with if you want to watch things. One of the tapes we had in my house was my sister's copy of Clueless,
Oh,
and she
you
spent
watched
a
that
whole
a
summer. No, she spent a whole summer watching that at least once a day, every day.
lot. Hmm.
So it was in the background. You walk around the house, you just hear it, and so I have absorbed that whole movie
So you don't even need to rewatch it. You can
involuntarily. I know
got
it,
it.
and I don't like
Yeah.
that.